All right, everybody. So it's Matt, Night Day Performance. We're back again with this piece of I'm so tired of this stupid Tahoe. And like I said before, I'll probably be back with you guys shortly to do more repairs on it. And here we are about to do more repairs on it. Today's video, we're gonna do something a little different though. Typically I would tell people not to do what I'm about to do. I'm leaning in the back seat so I can grab it, but today's gonna be a testing day. So normally I say fix stuff the right way. Problem we're having right now with this Chevy Tahoe is after we got the cam kit installed before, we started burning coolant even worse than we were before. Now we had the heads surfaced because we thought that the heads might have been warped and that could have been the issue. Put new head gaskets on it and all, and it got worse. So that just tells me that the block has an issue. There's either a defect or the block is warped. We're gonna be planning on getting another short block built for this one. We're gonna swap it over. But for right now, I'm gonna test something and see if it works. So, head gasket fix. Normally I would say on all our performance cars, don't ever do this. On anyone's car, don't do this. But I figured, what the hell? This Tahoe is putting everything through the ringer, so it's a beater, it's the shop truck. If it blows up, it blows up. If it works, hey, it might save me for a few months to give us a little more time to get the block together for this one, the short block. I know it's kind of windy outside, but we're gonna hit this pulled up to the shop over here in the front. Jordan's inside cutting, so it's really loud in there, so I'm gonna try to get you the best audio quality I can, but we're gonna go ahead and get it pulled up to the shop, drain the oil out of it, because we have a coolant mixing with the oil, and I ended up just putting water in it. I got tired of putting cooling in it all the time because it kept leaking out. For measurement purposes, we were losing about a gallon of coolant a day, and I could tell that it was burning in the combustion chamber because it wasn't leaking anywhere. Brand new radiator, brand new water pump, brand new thermostat, brand new hoses, so it's nothing in there. Brand new reservoir, all that's been replaced. It has to be something inside the engine, and of course we're losing oil as well, but the oil is a little problem. I'll fix that later. There's a leak somewhere. For right now, I'm gonna go ahead and get the oil changed though, so we can get fresh oil in it. I'm gonna drain out some of the coolant. By the instructions that we have here, it says to give some room for this. So I really only need to drain, what is this, like 64 ounces, 24 ounces. But I have all water in here right now. So I do have some cheap Dex Cool coolant in here. I'm gonna go ahead and drain out about half the contents of the water. I'm gonna pop the lower radiator hose off and just drain the water out of the cooling system so we can go ahead and get this head gasket fix put in, and we'll fill it up with coolant concentrate that we have, which should give us around that 50-50 mixture. If it's not correct, I really don't care. This truck has put me through the ringer, and if the motor blows up, the motor blows up. Leave that in the comments. Do you think the motor's gonna blow up? Do you think this is gonna work?
And look at, man, hell no.
Head gasket fix from Bars Leaks. Is it gonna work? Is it a waste of money? This is about 40 bucks.
Tobias, what are you doing? Throwing money at the problem. Okay, money isn't the solution to every.
Am I wasting my time? Or are we fixing something right now to give us a temporary hold on this? We'll see here in a minute. Let's get the truck pulled up so we can go ahead and start draining our fluids out. Alright, so we got everything jacked up. First thing I'm gonna do is drain the oil before I drain this water out so I don't make a mess down here. But like I said, head gasket's not sealing right, most likely a warped block. Wonder what this oil is gonna look like. I have a feeling it's gonna look something like chocolate milk. It's probably gonna be disgusting. And no, there was not a long time between oil changes on this. I've been changing it pretty regularly since I did the cam, so it's not that. Jack stand shifted. It's probably gonna kill me. You never know. Stay tuned to the video to see if I make it out from underneath this car. Let's go underneeth and drain the oil. All right, so we have a pan saver plug that the previous owners put in here because I guess they stripped out the hole. If you don't know what a pan saver is, I'll show you here in a second. Once I get this cracked loose, basically it's something so you don't have to replace your oil pan if you strip out the drain plug And what it does is it's like a tapered fitting that just gets bigger as it goes in. So in turn, we'll work on something that's stripped. And of course, I did grab the largest wrench known to man to do this job with. The first wrench I saw. And it is obnoxious. That's fine though. Alright, so now I can get it out normally. I'm gonna get out the way. It's probably gonna shoot out. There's probably a lot of water in it.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
What do you think? It's gonna be all oil or water also? Yes, I'm fat. My creeper's not really working. Alright, let's see here. See what we got in here. In the end. Water or oil? That's not good. Oil's not supposed to be orange. Oh yeah. Nice and chunky. Oh, that is fabulous. I think it flushed my engine for me. What in the world is that? Why is it so milky? It's weird because it's not even like super watery. Normally you see a bunch of water at first. Probably because it's warm. Engine was somewhat warm because I did drive here this morning. So it's probably mixed in pretty well with the oil. But at first that was pretty chunky, thick oil. Now it's pretty much regular, just dirty. I'd say this probably has about 4,000 or 5,000 miles between oil change, the last oil change. Because I got to a point where I don't care about this car. But pan saver plug. Just had to clean some of this off so you can see. But it's basically a tapered plug. Gets bigger as it goes in and seals the hole. Makes its own threads pretty much. Jordan! It's a milkshake! I got a milkshake!
What?
I got a milkshake!
You got a milkshake?
Yeah!
Why that fucking oil and shit?
It's chocolate milkshake!
What?
This shit chunky.
Why?
It's so nasty. It's a thick milkshake.
Disgusting.
You look at the oil drip.
That shit thick as hell.
At first it was orange. It was orange coolant for like 2 seconds. And then it came out super thick. And then it came out super runny. Like it was normal oil. And then it got thick again. I ain't even put that in there yet.
You recording it?
Yeah, it's underneath the car. The GoPro right there watching the milkshake. I told him this is don't try this at home. Because this might blow up the engine. I also said, because on the video you should hear, when I went to roll under there, one of them jack stands settled. So I might die under this bitch. That is gross. Why is it so chunky?
That's nasty. You have a problem with this truck.
Why is it so chunky? I ain't never seen a blowing head gasket called chunky oil. I had watery oil, not chunky oil. Now, did I get the right filter in? Alright, so I just stabbed a hole in it. Can't find the right size. It is what it is. I don't care. I'm just trying to hurry up and get this off because I have somewhere to go. So if you don't know, you can do that on an oil filter. Just stab a hole through it with a screwdriver and twist it. Not your mother shoulder. Why can't it just be your shoulder? Oh, that's a nice. Who?
The only owl outside.
Oh, damn, that's crazy. Matt?
Matt.
Alright, so never will I endorse cheap oil, but we're putting STP high mileage in here because I really don't care. And if it doesn't work, if this doesn't actually fix my problem, then it's gonna mess up this oil anyways. So I'm not gonna put my expensive AMSOIL and all that in here. It doesn't make sense. So I got a cheap STP filter, and I got a order of cheap STP oil, high mileage oil. And we're just gonna see how this goes. We're gonna see if it works. Alright, so got that done. Oh, it's still nasty in there. We'll go get some brake cleaner. It's so nasty in there, it's chunky. See if I can't break it up with some parts cleaner. Not recommended. This is not how you're supposed to do this. But I'm just trying to see if I can get some of this lumpiness out. And now that I think about it, that's probably why this was so full before. When I say it was like the whole bottom was full of mess and nastiness, it's probably like that because it's been messed up the whole time. Oh. As you can see, the brake cleaner kind of broke it up just then. It's spraying me right now. It's fabulous. Trying to get as much of this out as I can. Nasty sludge. This is the same stuff that was in it last time before I did the head gasket. Before I did the cam job. It was nasty and goopy like this. So if I fill the bottom of the pan with the brake parts cleaner, and then rinse it out with some oil after, it should help break this up. There we go. Alright, so we got the oil drain, got it flushed out. We went ahead and put the pan saver plug back in. And as you can see in here, I've already taken one of the hoses off here, draining it off. Normally I'd put it in a drain pan, but as you can see, this is all water. Watch. So that's all water. So I got a good amount drained down. I'm gonna go ahead and do what the instructions say. So it tells me to get this head gasket fixed on a cool engine. Let's see, shake well. Stuff sounds pretty thick. I don't know what you guys think. You think it's gonna work? I think it's gonna work. If it doesn't, I don't care, but I think it's gonna work. And now it says you must pour this directly into the radiator, not the overflow tank. So I'm gonna pour it into this hose. It says pour it into a hose as well. So I'm gonna pour it into this top radiator hose and then fill it up with coolant, fill it up with oil. We're gonna drive it around for a day or so and see how it works. I should know very quickly if this works within 1 or 2 days. So let's go ahead and get this in the engine where it wants to be. All right, pour this in here and see. This stuff stinks. For visuals, I'll let you see. It looks like a copper paint. Very metallic. It looks like it's got a lot of stuff. It looks like stop leak. Directly into the water pump, so it goes directly into the block. cool enough. You should have a little more than 2 gallons that we drained out. So I have 2 gallons of concentrate coolant, and then I'm going to go ahead and top it off the rest of the way with water. Alright, where's our coolant? Alright. Got our nice cheap Shop Pro Dex Cool. Pour that in there. Alright, I'm gonna have to start the engine, so I'm gonna go ahead and fill it up with oil before we go too far and I forget. Good old STP high mileage, cheap stuff. Pop our oil cap back on. We'll fire up the truck so we can go ahead and pump this coolant. Pretty much the only good thing about this truck. So we're waiting for it to get up to temp so we can have our thermostat open up. Alright, so we're gonna let this idle to get up to temp, burp the coolant. I'll check back in with you guys. I'll let you see some driving stuff. We'll see if the temps maintain throughout the rest of the day or if it's gonna overheat again. This is a waste of $40. What do you guys think? If you want more videos like this of us testing random products to see if they're gonna blow up our cars, leave that down in the comment section. Make sure you subscribe. I'll catch you guys on the next video.